All right, everybody, welcome in. Welcome in, my chickens. I hope you're doing great. Deep breath, everybody. Get nice and grounded. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a message for whoever needs to hear this. In the extended, I will pull cards for each zodiac sign to give you some more specific advice. All right, this is the energy of the week. That's what I'm reading, the energy of the week. And then the extended will show the specific zodiac signs, interfacing or advice with that energy. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on for you this week. We're getting off to a great start here with Shadow. Shadow, welcome to October. I did all the October readings, so you can check them out right here. I think I'm bouncing the camera around. Sorry about that. Right here, I'm going to put a little link so you can get to that. Divinity and safe travel. Awesome. Okay. So this feels like what's showing up on, I'm going to say the surface, but that doesn't feel right to me. What's showing up in your expression, in your existence here. There can be a lot of divine intervention. There can be a lot of signs coming through. Maybe you see a lot of birds of a certain kind this week. Maybe you are also finding feathers or finding little fairy thing, something that shows you divinity is expressing itself in the world. This can also be people who are like your witness to something that's kind of amazing. Safe travel. All right, safe travel. I feel like this lets you know you're safe, or you're like, okay, thanks. This is really what I needed to hear. Some kind of message coming through. If you're planning a trip and you're kind of on the fence about it, I feel like you're going to get a positive, powerful message. The shadow piece here is about what's going on subconsciously for us. You know, are we in a place of inspiring? Are we in a place of fear? Where are we? Okay. And so a lot of you are being asked to take a deeper look at where you are right now. And divinity is really happening all around you. So there's some of you who are living in this kind of low grade fear, fight or flight kind of experience. And because of shadow, because of triggers, because of stuff that went on in your childhood, and it's being asked of you to, do something about it. But I think what the universe is trying to show you is that there's protection all around you. There's love all around you. And, some of us are not paying attention to it. Some of us are paying attention to, negative expressions of energy in the world, meaning, people who we don't want to be around, experiences we don't want to have. I definitely, when we're talking about manifesting, I am aligned with manifesting from a place of power or inspiration or joy or happiness. If you're not feeling that, work through the feelings and get there. Make the shift to a better state before you go manifesting. Okay. So it's okay to feel your feelings, but you don't have to wallow in them, right? You don't have to do that. You can be like, all right, I'm feeling my feelings. I'm processing these feelings. Can I let these feelings go? And then can I shift? When you're asking yourself these questions, like self-inquiry, can I let this feeling go? I did that with the healing group last week about like, okay, I'm feeling this feeling of abandonment or shame or fear or anger or jealousy or something like that. You really want to lean into it. Like, where's this coming from? Because what you're doing here is you're working to uproot it. It's not about feeling it forever. It's like, okay, I'm feeling this feeling. I'm working on identifying it, but don't get too attached to the story that you're aligning with that feeling. Oh, okay, I'm feeling this way. I'm afraid that someone's going to abandon me. I get it. It comes from my childhood. I see. And then unhook yourself from it. So don't go like, oh, wow, this is my identity. I'm a total victim and everybody abandons me all the time and I get narcissists all the time. Like, it's about seeing it from a more of objective point of view, feeling the feeling really within you, and then unhooking from the story, being like, that's not who I am anymore. That may have happened 40 years ago, but you don't have to make it your identity, okay? The Knight of Cups underneath, Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Wands. Look at this, Ace of Wands. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, Five of Wands and the Three of Wands. Some of you are really moving on. Temperance energy. Some of you are, there's a new offer coming in. what's underneath is the things that you are unaware of right now. Okay. This might be what you don't see coming. And I'll get back to this and I'll clarify all of this, but Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles, I feel like something is better than you think. You could have a person coming toward you to make a really lovely job offer or a really lovely relationship offer. This is sort of a sense of like, wow, I'm feeling good because this happened. But I feel like Archangel Michael in the shadow is saying like, let's feel good regardless of what we're experiencing. That's how you unhook, you detach from challenging experiences or challenging life situations, is that you see that this is not a punishment. It's not anything like that. It is opportunities for growth. And if you have an issue around your own ego, and I don't mean that in like it's so egoic. Like I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like, if you feel good because someone's paying attention to you and wants to offer you something, it's sort of like, let's feel good all the time, because that's really what brought this in, right? You might not be seeing that you have that ability to kind of shift out of a lower vibration state and into something that's significantly better, that has the universe kind of bringing you gifties and safe travel. I'm still working on that. I feel like that might be about some of you might be traveling, or some of you might want to be traveling. Some of you may have a trip planned for the winter time. Some of you may do some kind of local travel or just whatever. It's about getting out of your own space and getting into new spaces. That spurs you on, that inspires you. That's really cool. And I feel like there's almost nothing that can happen that will tear you down. So this is a weekly reading. So I just want to say to you that if you have an offer coming in, I wouldn't tell other people about it right away. And I'm not suggesting that you hide things from your partner or from, people who are close to you, especially if it's going to change your life circumstances. But I just want to say, like, you just want to continue to be in that space of allowing. I feel like if you tell a lot of people about what's going on, I feel like they're going to resist it. Sag, Aries, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be between fire sign and water sign. This is going to be amazing. And this is going to be like the beginning of the future, the bat and the ball, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. That Five of Wands makes me feel like other people will be either against it or be jealous of it or something. So just keep it to yourself from now on. And actually, it's funny because this is like the underneath of the deck. So this is what's going on behind the scenes. And, not a lot of people see it right now, but you know what I'm talking about. If this is for you, you know what I'm talking about. You do know what I'm talking about. Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Judgment card. Let's see where we're going with this. 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups, Lovers. Yes. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Tower. Look at that. King of Pentacles. What? Ace of Swords, the third ace, and the 9 of Cups is the outcome. Seriously? Like, what? Okay. All right. Something, okay. Can I, okay. Something, because we have 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles here. Something that seems negative. It seems it required some kind of trigger, some kind of challenge to come along so that you could move into this better space. There's definitely, for some of you, there's something about letting a relationship go. Some of you are like, I've been afraid to do that because of what will other people think. 5 of Wands, keep it to yourself. Some of you have been afraid to move on from a situation because of disappointing family or because of loss of financial status or something like that. But what's happening right now is if you are really sitting in your own grounded space, the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, smaller octave to this, Ace of Pentacles. There's something brand new coming in. All right. It's like, it's coming in from a spiritual door. It's coming in like, this is going to be happening. Could be a life partner. I think so with the King and Queen of Pentacles here. I definitely think so. That the universe is trying to bring this about And if you do too much talking about it with people, I almost feel like that's an energy that pulls away from what you're wanting to create in your life. King and Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers card, Nine of Cups. Whatever you're wanting, you're getting. Okay, if you're wanting love or wanting money or wanting space or expansion or moving or new friends, whatever it is, I feel like you're getting it. Three aces. What's missing is the Ace of Cups. Tower. Okay, so I feel like this is a very sudden shift, a very sudden change. You could have thought that something was over. That's how we got here. Eight of Cups in August. Something was over in August, like it wasn't really materializing, but it's back. It's coming back around. I do feel like there was something that needed to happen in order to clear. All right. There was some kind of, and it keeps drawing my attention back to this shadow card. I keep feeling like there are things that you need to work on for yourself so that you can be open to love and open to abundance, open to change, open to change. I think I'm getting this real strong image of like, nope. Like if change is going to happen, like I'm going to resist it like crazy. And I think that's not what's being called for right now. I think the universe is trying to say, hey, this is going to be sudden, but look what's right in front of you. King of Pentacles and Lovers, and then the Nine of Cups. The hopes and fears are this Ace of Swords. So there's something that may have to come out. There may be some kind of shadow, some kind of fear, some kind of pain, loathing, fearfulness, jealousy, anger, all of these sort of lower vibration things, shame, guilt, whatever those emotions that you're feeling. It's like, I really am getting the sense of like, hey, process them. Let's get cracking. Okay. Like, let's work through it. So feel the feeling, kind of lean into it, and then be like, okay, I know what this is about. I'm going to transmute the wisdom. I'm going to take the wisdom out of this. And it's like the hurt and other things that are still there. So when you feel the feelings, it's kind of like a toddler crying it out on the third aisle of the Hannaford grocery store. Like, cry it out, man, because then it goes, like they get down to that place where they can barely breathe. And like, that's when you know it's at the end. It's hard in a public place though. I get it. But like, there's something maybe about not being so public about that, right? Like, don't cry it out in front of friends on Facebook. Don't cry it out yourself. Cry it out yourself at home. So not in the third aisle of Hannaford. So I'm going to clarify a couple of these cards here. The Five of Cups, please clarify for me. There it is. There's the wisdom. Hermit. Yeah. See, you're at home in bed going, oh my God, this is what's going on. There's that stubbornness. Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. There's a reason for what's going on. And it's to prepare you for a higher, Steve Winwood, higher love, prepare you for this bat and ball kind of scenario where you're, let's use a baseball metaphor where you're up to the plate, you're up to bat. It's like bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, let's go, right? And it seems dire or it seems scary. There's something about maybe you're behind in the score. Things seem bleak or something like that. And especially if it's related to a person that's gone, that you don't want to be gone. So there can be a certain hanging on. Maybe this person's still in your life. There's a certain feeling of hanging on. But the Tower says to me that we're going to suddenly, because of this change, because of this opportunity that's coming in, the Judgment card, the bat and the ball thing, the new opportunity for love or money or whatever it is, we suddenly shift. Okay, we suddenly shift out of this feeling of hanging on to the past. Tower. Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands, Knight of Swords. Wow, Page of Swords. Okay, so if you have been worried about money, suddenly there's this opportunity, and it's sudden change in your financial perspective. Maybe not even like, okay, I go from one day having $60 in my bank account to having $1 million. Like, I don't think that's the shift. I think the shift is long-term stability. So if you've been like living hand to mouth, meaning like a paycheck in and then it's gone, and then a paycheck comes in and that's gone, like there's no savings, there's no growth, there's no nothing. If you've been living in that kind of experience, but hanging on to it for some reason, there's something about it. It's either like, well, this was the career I chose. This is what I went to college for. That was a lot of money. I can't blow this off. Or this is something that I didn't know I wasn't going to like. I mean, there's plenty of people who go out and go to college for certain things because their parents want them to, and then they get a job and they're like, God, this sucks. I hate this. Some of you, it's not about the thing that you're doing. It's about that environment, about being in a corporate environment. I just feel like this is a much more creative kind of, this is a self-generated kind of financial stability, meaning you're in control of that. Okay. You're in control of how you put yourself out there, the clients you work with, you're in control of a lot of things. And it kind of releases you from being a control freak. And what I mean about that is this is also Virgo energy. So this is healing as it relates to a scarcity mindset. That's one of the shadow pieces we're working on. There's a sense of, do I deserve? Right? Do I deserve this powerful shift? And the universe is like, what are you talking about? You're doing, you're putting yourself in position. You're putting yourself in the energy for receiving. Why are you having self-doubts about this? Okay. So the energy is like, look what's coming through. 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, fast, Knight of Swords. This is a massive shift very quickly when you see yourself differently. So if you're seeing yourself as always like a corporate, working in a corporate environment, feeling like paycheck comes in, it goes out, like nothing is growing. If you see yourself as that's your identity, then that's what it will stay. But if you see yourself as like, well, this is just a moment in time. This is not who I am. I'm open to the new thing coming in, whatever that looks like. But bam, there could be some kind of layoff and then woo, opportunity comes in. Or there is some kind of sense of you're hanging on to past identity because that's all you know, because you're thinking it's egoic to be in a place of abundance and allowing something like this to come in. But the universe is trying to break through. The universe is saying like, listen, you have manifested this. You ordered all this food from the kitchen. Don't you want your dinner? Come on now. So the Judgment card, wow. All right. And it's coming in through inspiration. So what I say to you, it's like, it's not about $60 in your bank account and then $1 million the next day. This is about some really true, enlightened inspiration that is going to provide for you long-term. You get what I'm saying? So now you can fish as opposed to here's a check and you can never replicate that again. That's the difference here. So, yeah, 10 of Swords. We're done with that. The Judgment card. I get the sense that some of you really want to hold on to that past piece. Death, 8 of Pentacles, and the Moon. Yeah. So I'm going to say to you, I know this is a weekly, this is October 7th through the 14th. We're talking about, we have a new moon in Libra, which is going to balance everything out. So if you have felt like you've been working so hard and not getting back, like it's not a balanced kind of thing, it's going to balance because we're talking about that Libra. The Libra new moon is manifesting balance. And it's also manifesting, it's like, have you ever seen, this is like a scary thing. If you've ever watched those videos about massively big waves, massively big torrential kind of crushing islands and things like that, when the water pulls back in the ocean and then it's like tsunami, right? This doesn't feel like it's going to wipe things out, but it does feel like when something ends, your job is to go, okay. Your job is to go, okay, like this is not a thing anymore. I'm going to allow whatever wants to come in. And that's way you're shifting to this energy of mastery, 3 of Pentacles. You're asking the divinity for protection and for inspiration, because your job is to be that King and Queen of Pentacles. Look at this, Lovers coming through. It's a choice. It's definitely a choice. Devil energy, Magician, Fool. Look at that. Wow. 10 of Cups. Okay. I mean, I can't even say it more clearly than this. The Devil card, the Magician, the Fool. We're walking away. We're walking away. Just the way these laid out, I will say that Capricorn energy is the inverse of this Lover's energy. Gemini, I know they're not opposites, but they are, look at, in terms of their expression, light versus dark kind of thing. All due respect to Capricorn. This is kind of like seeing where things are not helping you, and understanding that things are going to move away from you. The one thing that people, it's like, oh yeah, I do want to make change, but I don't want to do anything different. I don't want that person to go away, but I want change. So I want this person who may not have the capacity to love me to all of a sudden be a miracle person and turn around and go, oh, I loved you all along. And I'm just saying to you that I think that's the thing that is holding you back, is trying to get blood from a turnip. Okay. The 10 of Cups is wanting to come in a big, loud way. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. We got the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Wands is not here. So it's kind of like saying, it's time to not be so overdoing, overthinking, overworking, scarcity mentality. It's not like that at all. And so some of you may have not believed that this is possible to get everything you want. Oh, that's Charlie snoring. I was like, is there a truck outside? So this is really about putting an ending to a chapter that was hard work, but that now there's lessons coming out that are going to elevate you into the next chapter of your life. Okay. And all you have to do is let go. All you have to do is let go, and everything you want comes rushing in. And this is, again, this is about long-term sustainable. This is not about a flash in the pan. Here's a check. This is long-term sustainable because the Magician's here. Magician and the Fool. We're on a new pathway now. We're seeing how what we've been doing has been not really serving us, but we don't know anything else. So we're going to let that person go. We're going to let that job go. We're going to let that path go. And we're going to say, okay, the universe wants to come in and bring some new energy in here. I'm all about it. The Page of Pentacles, which I haven't talked that much about, Page of Pentacles is definitely like, it might be pretty small. It might look pretty small at first. So you might be like, whoa, I've got to get rid of all of this because I'm getting some kind of little inkling, like a glimmer. The universe is showing you a glimmer. And it's like on the other side of that door is like expanse. Okay. So you're seeing just a little crack. You're seeing a little glimmer. I want you to go toward the glimmer. Glimmers. Okay. I'm going to continue on with this reading. There is a link below if you want to continue with me. I will pull cards for each zodiac sign and get some advice on how to move forward with this or what is coming in for each of you. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.